Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and X-Men Blue, issue number 13. This is a wild, crazy comic. This is Mojo Worldwide, part 2 of X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue crossover. Now, this this almost feels like an event because there's just so much going on. All of the horrible, it's a ratings grab, by Mojo, but all of the crazy, angsty stuff, that's what he says, that's ever happened to the X-Men, it's here. It's all happening here. And this is great, man. I love watching this. On top of that, Mojo is just like the biggest jerk in the world. I love him. When somebody goes and says to him, yeah, the ratings are great. The problem is we're not getting the grab that we expected, so it's not coming as fast as we projected. He's like, what? Nonsense. I'm an intergalactical producer with the power of a god and the patience of a toddler. That's freaking funny. That's so funny. I about died when I read that. The comic is great. There's even a real quick, brief little part where this is where it kind of felt like a crossover because we see Spider-Man and we see the Champions. We see these other guys also that I don't know who they are. That they're like, wannabe Rom the Space Knight guys. I can't tell by the drawings. Anyway, whole lot going on in this comic. And it's cool to see that the psychic rapport between Jean and Scott has improved. Scott looks great in this. I'm going to talk about the art more in a second. Scott looks great in this. I love that he's wearing a bomber jacket. Hal Jordan should not be the only person in comics who gets to wear a freaking bomber jacket. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. This is cool. So, dude, here's the thing. Jorge Molina. I love his work. Typically. Not here, though. Okay, he draws Sentinels amazingly. Most of the X-Men look really good. I'm not particularly happy with the way the Colossus is drawn. I'm not happy with the way Iceman looks really good, but like a few of the characters, they don't look great. More specifically, a lot of the background doesn't look good. And while the layouts and the transitions can look really amazing, there's also scenes where it just doesn't look like he's paying attention to what the writer is doing. So, like, there's the one scene where Mojo is talking on the 3 TVs in the bar, and he says, "Oh, everybody's watching, everybody's glued, they're transfixed." When you look down immediately, you see that the waitress is talking to some people in the bar, and all of the bar patrons on that side of the room are facing her. Nobody there's looking at the TV. And I'm transfixed on that for a moment. And then you look at the wider scope and you see that everybody else is glued to the TV, including the other bartender. But immediately under the TV, where you would read what I just read to you, it looks like nobody's watching the TV. Nobody there. So it's, really just not done well there. Not done well, not a good attention. I'm going to make a recommendation that for now on, Molina goes to the bathroom before he starts drawing X-Men Blue, because it seems as though maybe he's in a rush. Like, let me just finish this last couple pages before I go pee. I'm just gonna put it there because, like, I love him too much to think that he's just rushing through this stuff for the sake of getting through it. No. No. Anyway, writer Cullen Bunn, there's nothing that I can say bad about this guy. This story is amazing. I'm so transfixed to this. This is great. That being the case, I'm going to give this comic an A-. Much better than 2 weeks ago, the grade that I gave. I actually had a couple assassination attempts against me because I didn't give it the greatest grade in the world. But hopefully I can shake off some of these hitmen. These guys with a 47 and the barcode stamped to the back of their neck. Anyway, so good comic. I'm enjoying it. I'm all in. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.